meters world champion Mo Farah, representing Great Britain.
Thank you.
Of course. Silver medalist Geoffrey Kamworor and bronze medalist Tanui, both representing Kenya. Mo, let me start with you. What we have seen tonight, well, this is a bit part one of the Mo Farah Festival.
Oh man, we'll see. I've got how many days? 3 days? I've got 3 days to recover, so we'll see. Tonight definitely has been amazing championship because you know not often you receive you know some guys, 3 guys in the same country where you know each one of them was sacrificing their own medal, not just you know to finish second or third or fourth, whatever. They were working as a team, and someone had to miss out. And Kuroki, I think is the one who sort of missed out the medal, but they worked as a team, and so hat off for them. And it's something different. They tried this championship. You know, Geoffrey, he's a great athlete, we all know, and Paul, I've raced him in Eugene, both of them, so kind of knew sort of what kind of shit, what they could do, but they definitely made it hard for me tonight, and I just want to say congratulations to both of them, you know, to win the medal.
Yeah, maybe I may ask Geoffrey, 150 meters before the finish line, you really tried, but Mo was really strong. So, did you expect with this attack to overcome him?
Okay, as for me, I was really targeting to win. Of course, competition is about winning. So, for me, I was targeting number 1. So, I tried my best. I did what I do, but I'm grateful for what I did. I still have time. Time is still there. I can still concentrate.
Thank you very much. So, last question from my side to Paul Tanui. Same medal or a medal of the same color as 2 years ago. Are you happy with it?
Happy. First of all, I want to congratulate my colleagues for managing to make position 1 and 2. I'm happy to have a bronze medal today. I came here to run my own race, and I'm so grateful that I have made to be in position 3. Thank you.
Thank you. The floor is open to your questions, ladies and gentlemen. We start here in row 1, and then behind.
Yeah, I started a question with you outside in mixed zone.
Sure.
Yeah, you had a turbulent summer with all the things happening with your coach, Alberto Salazar. Does that do that this victory means more to you?
No, exactly. You know, this victory means a lot to me because, as you're right, it hasn't been easy. But at the same time, as an athlete, you know, you control what you do, control of your training, control of other things, and that's important. That you know, you do that well. And I believe you know, training's been going well, and I let my running do the talking more than anything else. But you know, obviously, it meant so much to me tonight. It would have been nice to see my family, my wife, expecting a kid. And my twin girls and my oldest Rihanna would love to be here, but unfortunately they're not. And my victory is all to my family for sure, and the people who's behind me and supported me, and particularly you know British Athletics and Barry Farah who's been there all the time, and Neil Black.
Thank you.
Next question, please.
I'm Cathal Dennehy from Runner's World. A non-athletics question for you. Given, I know obviously with training and family life, a lot of your time will be taken up, but just to switch off, what do you like to do in your kind of spare hours? And with the kind of rising level of fame each year, even though I know you're based in America, how hard is it for you these days to just live a normal life and do the normal things?
Yeah, to be honest with you, it's not easy. Since the Olympics, my life has changed a lot, which I'm very grateful, and is what comes along with it. And sometimes you just have to respect that. But it hasn't been easy, you know. Since then, you know, you're always in you know, in the media and everything else. So sometimes, if you want to just do something crazy, you can never do crazy things. But at the same time, I enjoy it, and I'm based in Oregon, Portland, which you know is good for my family, my kids, and everyone. But outside running, I just play with my kids and play with my drone. The other day, I set my drone and had one of these helicopters, and we got to the stadium, and I was recording some stuff, and people were like, "What are you doing, Mo? What are you doing?" I was having fun, you know, just try and chill out and let go and play computer games, and just, you know, life is short.
First of all, second.
Hi, question for Mo. Just more of a kind of a training based question. Like your finishing speed is obviously very impressive. You finished in 54.1 today, and that was actually with the trip. Just want to know what sort of specific kind of training, like speed work, do you kind of do? Top speed work, like could you give us an insight, maybe key sessions, that kind of thing?
No chance. Tactics. Unless they're going to close their ears. No, I'm joking. It's important that you work on training and work on other things. I'm sure Geoffrey and Paul, we do all kind of similar training, but differently. And you know, this guy's training at high altitude pretty much all year round. And same with me. I try and get in high altitude training and do other stuff and just cover speed, endurance, and other stuff. I won't go into the actual detailed sessions I do, but I try and tick every box that I can.
Next question, the gentleman in the red shirt.
Thank you. This question is for Geoffrey. You are the world cross-country champion, the world half marathon champion, and now you have a silver medal in the 10,000 meters. Do you think you're better at cross-country and road running than you are at track, or good at all three the same? What do you love to do?
Okay. For me, actually, it was my first time to run in championships, especially in track. It was my first time, and I'm very happy to attain silver. My focus is still high. We still have a long way to go in championships. Next year is the Olympics, and I'm really looking forward to it. Running cross country is my favorite, and again, running road race is also my favorite. So for me, I'm okay in both areas, running road race, cross country, and track. Especially now, I'm coming to have some experience in track. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm seeing things is good ahead of me. Yeah.
It's a question to Paul or Geoffrey. Coming to compete in a big competition against Mo, do you plan a team tactic, or is it every runner for itself? Because it's very hard to win against Mo.
Okay, so me, I came here to run my own race, but not to run against Farah. So we came to the track, we ran, and it was our motto that whoever wins will be a winner. So we are happy our friend Farah has won, and we are happy that we ran our own game, and we have achieved what we have achieved today. Thank you.
The lady.
Thank you. From Farah, please. Regarding again the turbulent summer you had outside the track, did you feel more pressure than usual this time in this event before going to the track?
Not at all. It's just, you know, sometimes I'm never going to have as much pressure I had in London. So for me, any other race I go in is like just, you know, another race really, because of London, you know, had the whole nation behind me, and the pressure there was incredibly high. So it didn't feel much pressure. I just felt I was putting pressure on myself, you know, to go out there and win and show what I could do. And I was, you know, really driven. And tonight, as you can still celebrating, my winning meant so much to me, because it would have been nice to have my family and everything else, and it couldn't be here. So, you know, I wanted to give something for them.
Well, one more question here.
No, what you said in the mix, they made it fast this year trying to beat you. Is there a race tactic you think, you know, that they could, is there another tactic they can try to beat you? I mean, if you were trying to design a way to beat Mo Farah, what would you come up with?
Definitely, there's a few things I could come up with, but tonight's one of the things that I would have come up with. They tried, which is really good, and as I said to them, hat off to them, because they work as a team, and they tried something different this year to beat me, and it was close, but not quite close enough. And you know, for me, I've been competing so many years now. You know, I remember competing at the Olympics here in Beijing, where I didn't even make the final, and then from there, 2008, you know, going up slowly. 2009, I think World Championship, I finished, well, I think it was 7th or 8th, and then from there, Barcelona winning, and since then, you know, been every race I do, I try and learn something from him. As we said, Geoffrey, he's still young and he's still learning, and he believes in himself. He knows he can do great things. And Paul, particularly, you know, he's been there pretty much most years, thereabout. And you know, this is what the sports need. You know, every man to himself. But at the same time, someone will win a gold one day. And I remember watching back in the days where I did the cross country, World Junior cross country and other stuff, and I saw Kenenisa winning, coming out from the short course to the long course, and actually winning the juniors, and then come out again, long course, short course. And I was like, wow, I just wish I could have one medal. That's how I used to think, and you know, over the years I got stronger and better, and believe in myself.
Well, may I ask one more question, setting up on what you said? In an athlete's life, you are a little bit older, maybe not significantly, but a little bit older than these two guys. And thinking one year forward, are these your strongest opponents?
Yeah,
what do you expect?
For sure. You know, you never doubt anyone. And when I get to the start line, I respect everybody, and no matter who they are. But there's always youngsters coming through. I'm sure Jeff will tell you himself, and Paul. In Kenya, there's so many guys coming through year in, year out, and same in Ethiopia, Uganda, and most countries, and you just have to be top of your game and try and, you know, do everything that you can to be injury free and to be the best in the championship.
Mo, during this summer and the whole mess between media and you and everything, has there been times you haven't been able to concentrate on practicing and competing as much as you would like?
Not at all. Obviously, you know, as we know, stuff kicked off. It wasn't easy, and you know, I just had to go home and deal with it. But what comes with it in terms of an athlete, and you know, someone's high profile like myself. I'm a role model to so many people, and people see me. So you're always on the spotlights, and sometimes it's not quite easy. But you know, what comes with it, you just got to deal with it. And for me, I enjoy my athletics, my running, and what I do. I love what I do every day. And for the millions out there, people who jog every day, I'm sure they can understand. And get out the door, go for jogging, and come back, relax. I don't feel like I run because I just want to be able to. Yeah, obviously I run to win medals and other stuff, but it's not that I feel like it's my job or something. I feel like it's a hobby, something that, you know, I've been doing so long, and I genuinely enjoy it, and I think that's the important thing as an athlete in the career, is you enjoy it until when you stop enjoying that moment, it all changes.
Okay.
Mo, I have a question. You mentioned earlier that it was a different tactics, different team tactics today. Now, I didn't see any different. So can you explain a little further what you see differently that was done today versus other times?
For sure, yeah. Firstly, start for the time, 27 minutes. I don't know, I've never run 27 minutes in any championship in my career. So that's definitely a lot faster than what I ever run. So the guys to come out here in terms of windy condition, to come out and push on and for 27 minutes, it's not easy. Particularly it's hot, humidity is quite high, so these guys shared the pace and pushed on, and as a team sometimes you don't often see that. You see it towards end of races, last mile, last 3-4 laps, and you see it, but not often from get to go out, and they did definitely do that, and that was definitely big different, and I'm sure for most people who saw it will think the same.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to release these gentlemen. As Mo said, he has only 3 days starting immediately. So, 2 more questions. We'll end here.
In 2012, Galen got the silver, and then he didn't medal in 2013, but he had the top time in the world last year. So I think, and a lot of Americans maybe expected him to be up here this year, and you train with him all the time. Like, you know, what's the difference between him and you?
I think, to be honest with you, Galen's a great athlete, and you know, obviously showed that proved to London to win a silver. It doesn't just happen in fluke, and the times he's run. I think, in my opinion, I'm just a little bit more experienced, a little bit older than him, and you know that's the only difference really. You know, he was there tonight, and you know, towards any kind of little fade, a little bit. But I'm sure he'd be disappointed with that. But at the same time, it's what he's at, and he's got a lot of years still ahead of him. You know, I haven't got as much years ahead of me on track as he has. But we'll see. You know, America has so much more depth now in terms of, you know, so many guys are coming through. If you look at the 15, if you look at the 10, the 5,000, there's so many guys there. And even, you know, Evan Jacob is another great athlete, you know, who shows that he can mix with the Kenyans and believe in that. And it's one of these things, when the athletes start to believe themselves, then, you know, they can do it. But, you know, we're learning, and to be honest with you, in all European countries, other countries, we never used to be able to think that we could beat the Kenyans, the Ethiopians, and other stuff, and that's changing so much, because, you know, we're training like how they're training.
Last question, please.
我想问冠军一个问题，我想问冠军一个问题，就是今天上午的时候，我们的马拉松选手在到达终点的时候，我不会说英语，谢谢，不好意思啊，那个就是我们上午的时候，马拉松选手在到达终点的时候。他应该说非常激动，然后向大家在场的记者要了笔和纸，然后写下了永不放弃，直到终点。然后我想，今晚您到达终点那一刻，我不知道您那个时候心情是什么样的，或者说如果说您最想表达的是一个什么样的心情？谢谢。
You know, it's every athlete, every individual has different moment where they look back and say, for example, as you said, the marathon, the guy finished, they said, never give up, which is a strong message. But for me, you know, one thing I always use as phrase what I say is go hard or go home. It's one of those things where, you know, training camps gets tough, gets lonely. You can decide whether you want to go home. Or is it go home or go hard? So you go home and rest up and go chill out with your family, or go hard and continue working hard. And that's the phrase I use a lot of times. Sometimes I say 1 more mile, as in like telling myself 1, as in O-N-E, and then Mo, my name, and then Mo. But everyone has different message. As Kenny says, train hard, win easy. That's another phase. And everyone has different phase.
Sorry. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your attention.